Hello, everyone. Welcome to my bold and the beautiful gossip channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Before we dive into today's content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and show some love by giving this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers recap for Thursday, October 24, uncovers that Trust Logan realized Steffi Forrester wouldn't be energetic about Carter Walton's vision for Forrester manifestations. However, she demanded Edge Forrester would tune in. Carter contemplated whether Trust was proposing he ought to fly right past Steffi, yet Trust simply believed he should go to Edge as a companion and let him know all his game-evolving plans. Nonetheless, Carter conceded he'd tried out extension thoughts previously and got closed down. Trust thought perhaps Carter was by and large too pleasant about how he introduced things and added that his voice made a difference as CEO. Trust encouraged Carter to assemble a conference to talk with Steffi and Edge, which would allow them an opportunity to see a pioneer with serious areas of strength for the eventual fate of the organization. As Trust contacted Carter's face carefully, he grinned over her help and confidence in him. Somewhere else, Will Spencer enlightened Zend Forrester Dominguez regarding his experience with Electra Forrester. However, he didn't triumph when it's all said and done her last name. Zend didn't realize anybody named Electra and needed to take off after Steffi brought him. That let Will be to wander off in fantasy land about his most memorable Electra presentation, so he looked stricken. In the chief office on Thursday's B&B episode, Steffi told Edge the purchasers were dropping like flies since they didn't have confidence in Trust's line any longer. As Steffi offered refreshes on Ivy Forrester's Ashley Brewer visit with Electra, she said Carter needed to redo the adornments line to assist with advancing expectation for what's in store. Steffi demanded she said no and ran through a lot of justifications for why it wasn't the ideal opportunity to restore the gems line like Carter needed. Now that Carter was contending energetically for expectation for the future, Steffi conceded she was worried about him. At the Forrester house, Eric Forrester was really glad to rejoin with Ivy and Electra. Ivy conceded they were visiting the area to reboot the Gems line, however she didn't think it would have been plausible due to Steffi. When Eric heard the report about Steffi disrupting the general flow, he proposed to converse with her since he actually had some clout at the organization. Eric loved the possibility of the restored adornments line and called attention to that his name was still on the structure. Ivy didn't believe Steffi should think they were flying right by her. However, Eric didn't view it as such and esteemed Carter's perspective. With respect to where Ivy and Electra ought to remain while they were in LA, Eric pushed them to remain at the Forrester Chateau since it was their home as well. Back at Forrester Manifestations, Zend joined Steffi and Edge in the chief office. In spite of the fact that Zend was working nonstop to guide Expect the Future in the correct heading, Steffi demanded the line wasn't where it should have been. After Trust and Carter showed up, Steffi discussed a portion of the purchasers bailing. Presently, Steffi thought they either need to totally cut subsidizing or cut Trust's line. Trust began to descend, yet Carter spoke up and started his pitch about a greater, better vision for Forrester manifestations. Carter pushed Edge and Steffi to listen to him since this was the kind of thing he'd been making arrangements for months. After Carter shared that he needed to grow past the design world, he said they could get that going through consolidations and acquisitions. Carter needed to procure different organizations that fit with their extravagance image and accomplish something for a great scope. Trust grinned over Carter's excited pitch, while Edge essentially looked keen on hearing more about his Forrester expectations. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Steffi will give her all to slow it down soon enough, so remain tuned for more show. The bold and the beautiful spoilers uncovered that fans have been interested about Luna Nozawa and how she's doing in the slammer. RJ Forrester and Zend Forrester Dominguez conceded they hadn't heard from Luna, so she's hushed up since she got secured. Maybe Luna has been doing some spirit looking and, in any event, getting some mental assistance. In any event, it seems like a mix-up for B&B to send Luna off-screen and simply move past all that occurred. The show could get some additional dramatization out of the circumstance, assuming that they let Luna have some jail visits sooner or later. Poppy Nozawa, Romy Park, actually cherishes her girl regardless of all the bedlam she caused, so hopefully she's meeting Luna and gaining ground in repairing their relationship some way or another. Perhaps Poppy could at last contact Steffi Forrester and concede that Luna might want to see her. That could leave Steffi stressed over Luna's thought processes in calling her. Steffi could find Luna's solicitation rather baffling and keep thinking about whether she ought to truly confront her capturer or simply continue on with her own personal business. In any case, interest could lead Steffi to pay Luna a jail visit ultimately. Assuming that they at last meet, Luna could concede she asked Steffi there so she could apologize for the entire capturing disaster. Luna could fight that she lost herself for some time and commitment she's focused on getting the assistance she really wants now. Since Steffi is John Finnegan's significant other, Luna could demand she's so upset for harming her and filling her cousin with such a lot of dread. Steffi would have died in that apartment complex destruction, assuming Luna's arrangement had paid off. Obviously, we can't fail to remember all the paternity test altering and Poppy outlining Luna did, nor might we at any point disregard the way that she killed both Tom Starr and Paul Hollister. Luna did some truly wrecked stuff, so Steffi may not get her remorseful demonstration, assuming she offers one. Steffi merits an opportunity to rake Luna over the coals, and nobody would fault her for being distrustful in the event that Luna demands she's made a fresh start. A piece of Steffi could expect that Luna is working some new point and possibly plotting her opportunity. Luna could get off the snare, assuming her attorney contends she had psychological well-being issues that have since been figured out. Maybe Luna could get moved to a mental office for a lot more limited sentence and afterwards score her delivery. That could prepare for Luna to one or the other hotshot her transformed side or demonstrate she's more risky than any time in recent memory. Our B&B expectations hint that Luna may not be long gone since the show selected to keep her alive. The striking and the delightful spoilers say Luna could cause more show eventually, so remain tuned for refreshes on all the shocking news to come. Since Steffi is John Finnegan's wife, Luna might insist she's so sorry for hurting her and filling her cousin with so much fear. Steffi would have perished in that apartment building demolition if Luna's plan had paid off. Of course, we can't forget all the paternity test tampering and Poppy framing Luna did, nor can we ignore the fact that she eliminated both Tom Starr and Paul Hollister. Luna did some really messed up stuff, so Steffi may not buy her contrite act if she offers one. Steffi deserves a chance to give Luna a piece of her mind, and no one would blame her for being skeptical if Luna insists she's turned over a new leaf. Part of Steffi might fear that Luna is working some new angle and potentially plotting her freedom. Luna might get off the hook if her lawyer argues she had mental health issues that have since been sorted out. Perhaps Luna could get transferred to a psychiatric facility for a much shorter sentence and then score her release. That could pave the way for Luna to either show off her reformed side or prove she's more dangerous than ever. Our B&B predictions hint that Luna may not be gone for good since the show opted to keep her alive. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Luna could cause more drama sooner or later, so stay tuned for updates on all the stunning news to come. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates.